how's it going? This is Omar from Cheers to Health. We're covering a topic today that we go into here and there on the podcast, especially if we're older or doing all these sports, lifting a lot, we get a little stiff, maybe we get a little bit sore. Well, today I'm going to go over static stretching. Static stretching helps more than just getting those soreness out. Helps with flexibility, making sure we get recovered properly. So for today, I'm going to be going over a few stretches. Hey, follow along if you want, or maybe just write some notes down, and let's get into this. Okay. All right. So we're going to be limbering up now. Okay. So the first things we're going to be doing are quad stretches. We got to get those quads loosened up, especially after we do all them squats and whatnot. All right. So with that being said, whenever we do these stretches, we're usually doing about 15 to 30 seconds. In comparison to a dynamic stretch, where dynamic stretches are usually about 3 to 5 seconds, little spurts of stretches. This is at the end of the workout, and we want to make sure we stretch for a little bit longer, and we can increase that time depending on your flexibility goals. So here we go with the quad stretch. With this one, you can either get your balance here. Oh, my balance is off here. So here, focus on some. Boom. We want to make sure we grab our ankle or our foot, however you want to do it, and make sure that knee is next to the other knee with a good posture, getting a good stretch on that quad. You can feel that tightness going on there, lengthening it up a little bit. And if you can't get it with this, we can get like a belt or something, wrap it around our ankle there, and help us get that thing up. But since I'm losing my stability here, I'm gonna grab onto the wall here. Boom. Make it a little bit easier on myself. And here we go. Count to 15 or 30, depending on your goal, like I said. We got that one down. Now we're gonna switch. Same thing. Make sure we keep that knee next to the other knee. Get a good stretch on the back end. Grabbing around that ankle, or right below the ankle, I would say. Boom, here. Everything we do, we gotta have that good posture. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here or some weird stuff. Got a good spot here. Boom. Solid foundation. Help us with balance eventually, That's one of your goals is balance. You can also do it like this. Sweet. Now from there, sometimes get in there, we get our chest all tight and whatnot. Maybe it's our arms. Maybe our arms are tight, especially doing them curls. Curls for the girls or biceps for the guys, however you want to do it, whatever it is. With that being said, we're doing a chest stretch. With this stretch, we want to make sure we keep that elbow extended. We have something to kind of get ourselves off of, as in like a wall or a pole, maybe a squat rack or something around there. And with that, grab it. For me, I'm using the windowsill here. Boom. Here. Once you get there, you can step into it and turn away. Getting a good stretch right there on that front delt, on that chest. Stretch it out. Again, we're lengthening those muscles. Getting a good stretch on those muscles. Sweet. And switch. Again. You can go against the wall. High five that wall. Try to go about shoulder height. And turning. Boom. Elbow extended. Good stretch. Turn away from the wall. Sweet. From there, since we're already in a standing position, we can get a wall, we can get a curb, we can get something, to work on stretching the calves. Yeah, I got little bitty legs, but you know what? I still work them. I still lift some heavy ass weight behind these things. So we gotta stretch them. We gotta keep that mobility around our ankles, around our calves, and all that stuff. So with this, we want to work on that dorsiflexion. Dorsiflexion of the ankle is in that up position. It helps us with having the mobility to get deep on our squat. Plantar flexion is the other way, where we're here. That's when we do some calf raises and stuff like that. Maybe when we're running, we want to plan off of it. But for this instance, we're going to be doing more of a dorsiflexion. So like I said, we want a wall or something like that. With that, we want to go up against the wall and lean into it. Get a good stretch on that quad or on that calf. Sorry. We want to make sure we get a good stretch on that calf right there. This also is, you don't even have to be on a wall or anything. Just go forward, maybe lean into it, getting a good stretch on that back end, helping with that dorsiflexion. Way you can do that also is kind of getting about a fist length away. Boom, here. And try to get that knee to touch that wall, getting a good stretch on that back end. So now we move to the ground, and with that, we're going to be doing different stretches. First one we're going to be doing is knee to chest. We're going to do one side, other side, and then we're going to do both. So that being said, let's get into it. You want to make sure you have one leg flat on the ground. Bring in the other knee towards your chest. Whichever way is comfortable for you. Bring it forward as close as you can. You'll feel a little bit of tightness there. If you have some tight hips or something like that, you'll feel that. Hold it about 15 to 30 seconds. Just like every other one, that's the magic numbers right there for the day. Or at least close enough. Alright, switch again. Keep that leg down. Bring the other one forward. Try to get that knee to that chest. Go underneath or above. Whichever way you feel comfortable. And you don't have to go directly in front. You can follow that hip joint and go off to the side a little bit and get a good stretch there. Awesome. You can also use this as a meditation or, a relaxation time. Focusing on the breathing. Next, we're going with both the knees to the chest. Take some deep breaths in. Breathe out. Like I said, you want to have this time to relax, wind down, cool down, whatever you want to do. Clear that mind. That's a big thing that we also go over is mental health. And sometimes we just need to clear our brains out a little bit and just stretch it out. With this one, you can rock back and forth a little bit. Help stretch out that lower back. I know this one helps my lower back a little bit. Sweet. Next thing is thoracic spine stretch. With this, we want to make sure our shoulder is staying as close to the ground as possible while taking that same side. So with this exercise, we want to make sure we keep our shoulders on the ground. When we do that, we're going to take one leg and cross it over and try to get over there. Sometimes you get a little crack on the bottom. that lumbar spine, but we want to get good flexibility on our thoracic spine. Yeah, this one's the one that I gotta work on a little bit. I do this often, but sometimes it's a little tight. Same thing on the other end. Take that leg, go over, slow and steady. Sweet. From here, set up. And we'll do the old butterfly stretch. This butterfly stretch, we want to kind of dig into our inner thighs a little bit. Get a good stretch on the inner thigh there. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep that posture nice and solid. I want you to lean forward, hunch over, anything like that. Nice up. And go ahead. Sweet. Since we're already in this position, do a little bit of some more hip stuff. With this, we'll do some 90-90s. I guess they're different. There's another name for these, maybe windshield wiper or something like that. But with this, keeping those knees at 90 degrees, and with this, we're gonna be rocking back and forth, loosening those hips. You can also do this kind of build on off days, or maybe right before you work out. You feel like your hips are too tight or something like that. These are good to kind of loosen them up. But for now, we're gonna do this to kind of do some static stretching. And with this, you can lean forward, get a good stretch on that glute med, on that bottom side or my left side, and that IT band area. Lean forward, keeping that back solid. Boom. Same thing on the other side. And after a little bit, feel a little bit loose. You can go back and forth. Assisted to unassisted. Loosen them up a few times. Here's at home. After that, now we can go and isolate those hamstrings. Try to point that toe towards you, keeping that chest up high. Oh, excuse me. Perfect. Promise I didn't drink no beers before this. Point that toe towards you. Keep that chest up high. Back rigid. Forward as much as you can. Really getting that posterior end of the leg. Switch. That toe towards you. Remember I said that dorsal flexion going right there. Lean forward, back rigid, up. One day I'll get my nose to that kneecap. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. From there, we're gonna do the child's pose. The child's pose, we're gonna sit on our heels. I'm gonna do that. Good enough here. Boom. I'm gonna lean, or you're gonna reach those hands all the way past your head, as far as you can. Getting a good stretch on those lats. And if you don't have that flexibility to be able to sit on your heels, because sometimes I'm too tight, I can't even do it. As long as you're getting that movement down and slowly work that way. Some days I got it, some days I don't. For today, oh. Boom. There. There. Do the cobra. Working on that lumbar spine a little bit. Keep that head up high. Exhale. And you can do a little bit of rocking back and forth. There's modifications you can do with this one. If you can't get that range of motion like that, you can get on your elbows and be right here. Slowly increase that range of motion on that lower back. So from here, you can eventually get Alright, that's all I got for you today. If you like what was going on, give us a thumbs up. Let me know how you feel about it afterward. But like we always say, consistency is key. So if you want to help with that flexibility, increasing that range of motion, you got to keep at it. You can't just expect it to be going away like this. Okay, might feel good at the moment, but it's a long road. Okay, keep at it, stay positive. Oh yeah, and cheers to health.